What's going on, everybody? I just wanted to share some thoughts that I got about the Sixers blowout by the Celtics. I was talking to some of my coworkers concerning that, and I was telling them that you can disregard the trade the Sixers made. You can uh, um, the bottom line, the Sixers has two holes that James Harden can't fill. For one, they're not a good basketball team. Most of the players on that team are mediocre. I mean, let's just be real about it. Like, Tobias Harris, if there was such a thing as bipolar in basketball, then Tobias Harris, he would be a bipolar basketball player. Like, 1 minute he's good, the next minute he's not. 1 minute he shows up when he needs to show up, the next minute he doesn't show up when he needs to show up. I mean, and then you got Doc Rivers. The bottom line, everybody, and I'm stating here on the record, you can't win a championship with Doc Rivers. You watch some of the coaches that coach against Doc Rivers, and it's pitiful. It's a damn shame. They outcoach Doc. They seem like they are more in tune with their players than Doc. The coach last night with the Celtics, I've been keeping my eye on this dude, and this dude is for real. He's for real, and he's no nonsense. He don't take no shit. He don't take no shit from his players. I don't give a damn if you're a star. I don't give a damn if you're a superstar. I don't give a damn if you a megastar. When you fuck up, he calls you over to that line. He checks your ass, and then he sends your ass to the bench. Or he calls you over to that line, and he check your ass, and he lets you go back out there, and if you keep that bullshit up, you got to go. Where though Doc Rivers, especially Embiid does some of the, oh my God, man. And you get lost in the mix with Embiid because he had a triple-double and 40 points. But Embiid will fucking kill you with the dumb shit that he does. He tried to do a James Harden step-back jumper, and they called his stupid ass for a walk. He tried to make a no-look pass, and he threw the shit out of bounds. And then, I mean, once again, Tyrese Maxey, I hope that he doesn't turn out to be a streaky player. Like, if he's looking at Embiid with starry eyes and shit, or with a whole lot of respect, I understand that. But sometimes, and most times, because the Sixers doesn't have any playmakers, you got to say, the hell with all that shit giving it to Embiid. Because Embiid is the same way with the rest of his team. Embiid can be a ball hog. And listen, Embiid is a showboat. Now you got Harden. You think Harden can feel listen, the Sixers don't have players on their team with high basketball IQs, right? You might say, okay, Danny Green is the guy with a high basketball IQ. Danny Green is washed up. He's washed up. Then you got Matisse Thybulle, right? He plays D, but like in the fourth quarter, just like Ben Simmons, he's a liability. You know why? Because he can't score. Then Doc is leaving Shake Milton in the goddamn game. Then Embiid is grabbing his wrist. And I thought to myself, if Embiid gets hurt, who replaces him? Paul Reed? They say that the trade, listen, they say, what else was you going to do? You had to get rid of Ben Simmons. You couldn't let him stay on your roster getting paid and not play. Why not? They had a sense of camaraderie when they had Drummond, Seth Curry and them. They had went through the COVID protocol, losing this and that, and them guys were winning. Them guys were pulling their weight. Not with, you don't have a team with guys with high basketball IQ, but those guys were, their adrenaline was running off something else. And now you traded away Drummond and you traded away Seth Curry. Two guys that were sticking it out, who had went through the trenches with Joel Embiid and the rest of the team, thinking that you pulling the trigger to go and get a championship. You're not going to get a goddamn championship. You're not going to get a goddamn championship with Doc Rivers as the head coach. And what has James Harden shown you that make you believe that he's going to get over this hump that he hasn't gotten over since he's been in the league? In playoff time. And you could have kept Ben Simmons on the roster, waited and shit to the offseason, then unloaded his ass for something better. At least you wouldn't have gave up all that you gave up. Oh, man. The only thing I can say is I wish Philadelphia, man, come up with another basketball team, man. I wish we had two. I wish the city had two basketball teams. Because I swear, I'm getting tired of the Philadelphia 76ers.